I can't watch Love is Blind anymore, dude. Dude, show is sick. I just can't. All right, so what do you want to do? I don't know, there's nothing we really can do. I mean, you can still do the things you love. Yeah, you're right. Let's make isolation strips. Wait, like the both of us? Oh, no, my bad. I was just talking to myself, dude. Let's be honest, no one wants to cook 3 meals a day, even when in isolation. We would much rather be watching Better Call Saul, Peaky Blinders, or Love is Blind. So today, we're going to do a 10-minute prep recipe for isolation strips, or buffalo strips, or whatever you want to call them, Frank's Red Hot strips, and it will make over 5 meals. So while you're sitting on that couch binge watching Netflix, you will still be losing weight, and these will be delicious. So let's get right into it. Now I already washed off these breasts, and I also cut off the fatty parts. So what we're gonna do now is cut the chicken breast long ways to whatever thickness you would like your chicken strip. It doesn't matter how thick you cut them. Obviously, the thicker that you cut them, the longer they take to cook. However, if you want them a little bit thinner, that's fine. A little bit thicker, that's fine. I like mine a little bit thicker. If you like yours a little bit shorter, you can make them almost like a nugget or a boneless wing, they like to call them at B-dubs, but it's up to you. So I'm gonna cut these breasts up, and I will see you back here in a minute. I cut up all the chicken strips. Most of them I cut into a shorter length, but some of them I left longer to see if you would like them longer or shorter when you cook them yourself. Now we have to beat that egg like it stole your lunch money. All right, so our egg is beaten, our chicken is ready to be floured. However, I'm going to weigh them out first into 8-ounce increments. You don't have to do 8 ounces, you could do 6 ounces, you could do 4 ounces, you could do 10 ounces, whatever your serving size is. The reason I'm doing 8 is because it gives me about 50 grams of protein on the dot with 8 ounces of isolation strips. So I'm gonna weigh these out first, and then I'm going to get to flouring and egging and crumbing. All right, so I got them into 5.5 servings here, and now I'm going to flour them. Now for flouring, I don't overly flour them just to save on calories. It's up to you. If you want to use more flour and really bread them up, go right ahead. But the breadcrumbs that I also add to it also have flour in them already, and I put a good amount of crumbs on them, as you will see in a few minutes. So it's up to you how much flour you want to use. I'm only using 1 serving, and we will be back in a minute after these are floured. How I do my chicken strips is by the serving. So I'm gonna take 1 serving at a time, dip it in the egg, and then put it in the bowl, and I will be back in a second to show you what I do afterwards. Now, the reason I do it single serving by single serving is 1, so I can count my calories better. But also, I've always had a problem dipping my chicken breast in a bowl of crumbs and not making the crumbs thicken up. I've tried several different ways. I can't make it happen. So I'm doing it separately. Once again, so I know how many calories I'm getting, and so that I don't clump up all the breadcrumbs and waste them. Half a serving is 15 grams. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put 7 to 8 grams on this side, and everything's measured out, so I could pretty much evenly shake these on here, which is really nice. There's 7. Now I'm gonna flip these around, and we're gonna get to 15 here. As you can see, these aren't lightly breaded. We have a good amount of breading on them, and we only had to add an extra 55 calories to get a good amount of breading on them. And with the flour, it added about another 20 calories. So we have 70 extra calories, but this is chicken breast. So this is a lot of protein, low calories, and we get it breaded. It's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna do this for the rest of these servings, and then I am going to get them in the oven. So get your oven preheated to 400 if you don't already. Now I'm gonna add these to the rack, and I'm trying to separate these so that I know which serving is which, but still have a good amount of separation overall so that I don't get some tenders that are cooked and some tenders that aren't. That's the last thing I want. So I'm having some separation between them, but at the same time, I'm making sure I know which ones go with which serving. As you can see, the isolation strips are ready to cook. I only got 4 servings on this tray. That's okay. I will do 2 separate cooking sessions. I don't have anything to do anyway but Netflix and chill. So I'm gonna throw these in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes and I will see you guys in a little bit. Our isolation strips are cooked and we are ready to sauce them. What I love with 0 calories essentially is Frank's Red Hot. Now I say 0 calories with Frank's Red Hot, but what I really mean is about 20 calories. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons per serving. Each tablespoon has 10 calories, but they show you 1 teaspoon, 0 calories. In reality, 10 calories per tablespoon. So we'll add the 2 tablespoons to the bowl and we will mix it up. So let's get to it. So we got our first serving in here. Here's my tablespoon. 1 and 2. Now we're just gonna mix it up. Now, as you can see, we're all mixed up here. Some of the breading did fall off on the right side of the chicken strip, but it made it a little harder to toss because these were so big and the bowl's not that big. But you could see that there's a whole bunch of sauce on there, plenty to go around. Now, if you want to sauce all these at the same time, go ahead. I'm gonna wait to do them with every time that I eat them so that the sauce is fresh, it doesn't make the breading all soggy, and we will be good to go with every single meal. In the isolation strips alone, we have 349 calories, 19 grams of carbs, 7.5 grams of fat, and 52 grams of protein. I repeat, 349 calories, 52 grams of protein, 19 carb, 7.5 fat. That is incredible. And if you want to add some volume, get super stuffed, add 10 ounces of asparagus with a little couple sprays of olive oil, 5 grams of Parmesan on top, and you are still at 450 calories, and you have another 10 ounces of asparagus. It is so easy, it is so good. Dip this in some fat-free ranch, whatever you like. You don't even have to have any sauce because it is sauced up enough and it is super tasty. If you're gonna make some isolation strips, throw this video a like. If you appreciate the fact that I'm still working, yet I'm still putting out this content, please drop a like. And if you like to Netflix and chill, hit that subscribe button, drop me a like, and let me know in the comment section what you would like to see next on isolation recipes. So for now, cooking with Rick is over, but I'm gonna send you back over to Nick so you guys can go over the progress pictures for this week. 2 things. We went down from 201.3 to 199.1 as my average weight for the week. And also, I am wearing the exact same spandex that I am in week 1 as I am this week through week 10. As you could just see from the week 1 to week 10, the pictures tell 1,000 words. I don't have to say anything about this one. Now, week 7 to week 10, you can still see a difference, but there's not much change versus last week. And I was hoping that there would be, but as we can see here, the back is just totally different, especially week 1 to week 10. But even week 7 to week 10, you can see that I almost have no love handles anymore. And I could tell from last week as well that the love handles are going down, and the weight that I lost in this last week came off my back. So point being, you can lose weight from anywhere on any week. If the scale's going down and you're not seeing it in the front of your body, it could be in your legs, it could be in your butt, it could be in your back. You never really know. Just trust the process. Front flex, I mean, this is just obvious. This is another picture tells 1,000 words here. And then the week 7 versus week 10, you could see the V more clearly and everything's just getting tighter. Now the back flex, what a difference in these love handles. Look at that. Like I almost have no love handles anymore, and it just is such a great feeling. And it's good to kind of know where around I actually lose my love handles. I think in 5 more pounds, I pretty much won't have them anymore. And once again, week 7 versus week 10, there's a little difference, but you could see that there's even less love handles than there was just a few weeks ago. And like I said, just a good feeling. And then from the side, now the week 1 versus week 10 is obviously a huge difference, but kind of disappointed in the week 7 to week 10. I don't really see that much of a difference, but in all the other pictures I do. So let's wrap up this video. 3 more weeks left, less than 10 pounds to go. You guys are the absolute best, and I cannot wait to end this journey with you in just a few weeks, and hopefully also end this goddamn virus. So I will see you guys in another week, and if there's anything specifically you guys want to see, let me know, and I will see you in that next one. Deuces.